Okay, so on September 27th, I purchased 57805, the red 46-inch Yukon 9-drawer workstation for $299. Is that visible there? $299, and then $15.90 in tax. That's what I paid for it here in Virginia. However, it was not available. And they had a couple other colors there, but I didn't want them. I wanted red. And so on October the 7th, it came in. I received an email, said, hey, come and get it. So I did. So here we are, and I need to unload it. All right, step one, get it off the trailer. Okay, let's unstrap it and bring it in. All right, just a little bit further. All right, we're in. That's where I'm going to assemble it, right here in the basement. So I will put the 90 and the trailer back where they belong, and then I'll come down here and start assembling. Okay, let's get the straps off. Now it is possible just to undo them if you find where they're connected, where they were put together, if you don't have a pair of scissors or something to cut them with. Alright, let's take the top off. Alright, next we'll take the outside wrapping off. It should just lift straight up. Alright, let me get all the sides off and the Chinese foam out of the way and keep on plugging away here. Okay, I have to admit it, that foam isn't too bad. I've just had to deal with some of this stuff in the past. It just went everywhere. You can see little pieces break off, and they just get everywhere, and they stick to everything because of static electricity, but this is going fairly well. Alright, and finally this is last. See, now in the past I would have tried to take this out first, but having purchased a couple of these toolboxes, the smaller ones, I've learned that that comes off last. Alright, ta-da! The reveal! Here are some assembly instructions, but of course I'm a guy, so I'm not allowed to read them. And it's really just put on the wheels and the handle, right? Yep, that's it. Just put on wheels, put on handle. Can't get any easier than that. Found the keys. They were right on top. I usually take the locks out completely, especially if they get in the way of the drawers. Sometimes I take the doorkeeper bars out. It just depends. Sometimes I like it when they're not there and I can slide them out freely, and other times, you know, they roll open magically on their own and I have to put them back in. So it's just kind of whatever the situation is. Alright, so looks like I'm going to have to unlock it. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, the key, it flips. It can do a 90. Interesting. I've never seen that before. Alright, drawer number one is the shelf liners. Looks like I'll be able to fill this up pretty quickly. Alright, so here are the wheels and the handle. All taped up. Alright, hopefully it's not too heavy. I can get to the bottom. May have to do some finagling. Well, these wheels really look great. So let me make sure I'm on camera here. I think they look fantastic. A bag of nuts and bolts. Alright, standard 2 locking wheels. It's not square, so you got to put them on a certain way, which is okay. Also the ball bearings in there. I actually like to grease them up, but it's pretty difficult. Alright, let's assemble it. Okay, for the wheels and the handles, we were given a little wrench. It's a 10 and 12 millimeter. Looks like the wheel bolts are 12 millimeter. We have a washer and a lock washer. And for the handle, we got a 10 millimeter tool. Probably M6x1 threads, but anyway, 10 millimeter tool to install the handle. No lock washers or washers, just screw them on there. Alright, we have some nice threads to screw the bolt into. I mean, that's really nice, that thread insert. We'll just put these guys in place and bolt them down. I'll probably use a socket and a ratchet. So if you'd like, you can put the handle on either end. So that's a pretty good option. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is stand the box up on its end to put the wheels on, and I'm going to do that by standing it on its end on the foam that I complained about earlier. Alright, it's not too heavy when it's empty. Alright, let me get all this other stuff out of the way. Not too bad. I did get some Chinese foam remnants in there that I complained about earlier, but it's not too bad. Again, the bolts have a very good nut. Oh gosh, I forgot what these are called. These threaded inserts here. So that is really nice for those bolts to go through. I'm very, very happy with those, to see those. Okay, we're doing bolt, we're doing lock washer, flat washer. Alright, it is a tight squeeze, so luckily if you need it, the top of the bolt uses a 5 millimeter Allen, which you can use if you need it. Okay, so I have 1 bolt and 2 lock washers left over. The tool they gave me really kind of gave way on the first bolt. I don't know whether you can see that or not. Pretty flimsy. Let me get on camera. So not good. Alright, I did use a combination of tools. I used 12-inch crescent wrench, if I can get on camera, a couple of extensions on my 1/4-inch drive for the 5mm Allen that I used. When it's in this position, the bottom 4 bolts are a little tough to get to, and I just 1/4 turned them. I mean, I could have turned it upside down and had easier access, but I didn't. Okay, the lock is 180 degrees, so you insert it with the teeth flat, and it's the same on both sides, so you can flip it over, you know. And 180, it's open, and 180, it's locked. So here is the first drawer, wide open drawer. Am I on camera? Yep. Then all of these drawers are the same. You know, they're the shallow ones, so you know what goes in there. And then these deep ones, I have lots of plans for these deep ones. I have a lot of my Milwaukee tools are still in the box, so I'll put those in here. So the next thing is to put the liners in. Alright, so I actually like these liners, they're not too bad. Alright, you get the idea there. Well, since this chest of drawers will probably be sedentary, you know, I'll just park it someplace and that'll be the end of it. I'll just go to it as opposed to rolling it around. I'll probably take the keepers out. You can see how it works. It's I'm turning the lock. And so, you know, it requires taking that bolt out, taking that bar off. I'm sure there's just, oops, I'm sure there's just a keeper here. Let's see if it's a bolt. Nope, it's just a slide pin. Slide that out and the lock comes out. So, let me show you that. Well, I can't show you, it's back here, but you just pop this out. I can feel it. There's a little tab on it. Just pull that out and the locking key will just pop right out, no problem. Then it's just a bar that pivots in the back to lock it. Oh, yeah, it's pretty it's pretty lame. It's just a bent bar, so a little Z bend it looks like back there, maybe even a J or whatever letter it looks like. So that's the locking mechanism if you want to take it out. I probably will. Looks like you'll have to remove all of the drawers to take that out to give the locking devices that are going up and down there freedom of movement. So the slides are standard slides, no big deal. You know, it has the one tab that goes up and the other tab that goes down, you know, standard drawer slides. Yeah, nothing fancy there. They're not Bloom. Alright, well, that's pretty much my video. Not much more to talk about except for filling it up. I do appreciate your time. Thank you for watching my video.